Hello everyone, I'm Derek, and welcome back to another episode of Chinese Idiom Knows It All. Instead of downtown Beijing or the nature outskirts, I'm actually in a more innovative area today. Now let's see which idiom I'll be learning about today.丢三落四. Now I can tell you all about this idiom. So as I was explaining earlier, the idiom I'm going to be talking about is what? 丢三落四. And the explanation for this is really easy. It's just someone who's very forgetful or just doesn't remember their things. Classic one everyone can relate to is leaving your keys somewhere, you just can't really find them. Maybe at a restaurant, you just paid the bill, and you're talking to someone, you also forget your phone. And overall, it just means you're kind of just a forgetful person. 丢三落四 comes from one of the 4 ancient Chinese novels, Dreams of the Red Chamber. Now we can break down each individual character of the idiom. 丢 means lost, 三 means 3, 落 also means lost, and finally 四 also means a number, 4. As you can tell, there's one thing that's kind of similar. The second and fourth character are 3 and 4. Those don't have any exact meaning, they just mean you lose a lot of things. And the first and third character, they both mean the exact same thing, lost. This is actually quite common in Chinese idioms where these characters pairs will actually mean the exact same thing. Now we can move on to some ways you can use this idiom in everyday life. 丢三落四 can be used in many different situations. Let the cute baby panda show you. The first example is when giant pandas leave after eating only half of their bamboo. People who watch might feel like they 丢三落四. The second example is that when pandas want to move destinations with their food. Sometimes they want to bring it, but they forget it on their way there. That's another example of 丢三落四. As I explained earlier, 丢三落四 explains someone who's forgetful or very easy to forget their things. Before I gave the classic example of like car keys, wallets, and phones. There's many other synonyms that describe the exact same thing. One I can think of is ma ma hu hu, who once again describes someone who is a little bit forgetful. Now the antonym, or the opposite of that, is someone who's really careful. They wouldn't lose anything. The idiom for that would be 一丝不苟. That's all we have for today's episode on 丢三落四. I think. Whether it's rain or shine, we're going to continue going around Beijing, teaching you about Chinese idioms. So if you have any questions about today's episode, or if you have any comments for future ones, please don't forget to leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.